All right, hello everyone, and welcome to the Vendo podcast. I'm Nicolas Martinez, our senior marketing strategist, and here with me today is our digital media buyer, Dariya.
Hi, everyone.
Excellent. So today we have an exciting topic. We're going to be talking about how to effectively advertise on Facebook and Instagram during the pandemic. I know it's pretty crazy to think, here we are 4 months after the podcast launched at the beginning of the pandemic, and unfortunately it's still very relevant, but that's why we're here. We're going to be talking about different strategies to help your business advertise effectively on Instagram and Facebook. Of course, wherever we can, we will tie it back to Amazon and Walmart Marketplace, and how you can drive that traffic and drive sales on those channels. But just to provide a little context first, clearly the COVID outbreak is having a significant impact on business and consumer behavior. And as a result, small business owners, advertisers, brands, you name it, they need to find opportunities that are going to help them build more personalized and lasting relationships with their audiences, from a safe distance, of course, right? So, even if you have a brick and mortar store, advertising on Facebook, and trying to drive sales through that can be important right now. I know I've seen a lot of restaurants that have turned to Facebook to have online delivery orders placed through Facebook Messenger. So that's kind of a unique example of how you have to get creative during the pandemic. These are unprecedented times, so it does require some adjustments to your online advertising, and that's what we're here to talk about today and hopefully help you out with. And just to kind of kick it off straight from the horse's mouth, as I like to say, Facebook's director of product management, Rob Leathern is his name. He recently actually put out a statement warning advertisers that due to recent staffing changes, there's going to be a lot of delays and errors as they increase their reliance on automated systems that they use to review new ads and the listings that those ads are leading to, right? So what this means is that, when new ads are submitted, which, depending on how robust your advertising campaigns are, can of course vary, but depending on when new ads are submitted or edited, such as, changing copy, updating headlines, updating images, updating your audience targeting, it's going to cause the ad to undergo a new review policy. And if you've advertised on Facebook before, you probably already have experienced some of the frustrations that come with the review process. Well, unfortunately, that's going to be magnified right now. So what this product management director at Facebook said is pretty simple, actually, right? To avoid disruptions, don't change your ads as much. Look at some new strategies to maybe boost your pre-existing high-performing ads, right? If you want to submit new ads, prepare for a longer timeline for them to be reviewed. So with that said, Dariya here is going to go into the 6 strategies for running Facebook ads and Instagram ads effectively during the pandemic.
Yep. Thank you, Nicolas. Absolutely. The COVID-19 outbreak having a crazy important changes on all of the business. And I think there is a huge shift in targeting. First of all, travel is not relevant anymore. So anyone on travel, or if you're selling any travel related products, this is the time to pivot, at least for some time. Fashion also changed a lot. People are buying more comfortable clothes rather than fashionable clothes. Not a lot of people are going to the offices, unfortunately, not like me. Real estate also shaped. A lot of people don't have to live next to good schools because their kids are going to online classes. So a lot of things changed, and I think this is the best time for small businesses and brands and e-commerce to pivot. So we'll be talking about 6 strategies how to run Facebook and Instagram ads, and also how to apply it for Amazon and Walmart. First point, as Nick said, is to stay consistent and extend your high-performing ads. So as Nicolas said, there are a lot of changes to Facebook ad platform. platform. For the past 6 weeks, Facebook released 6 new features on the Facebook Business Manager. So it's constantly evolving, it's constantly changing, and it unfortunately slows down the Facebook Ad Manager. And if you have any problems with the Ads Manager, there's not enough people to help you to resolve the ticket. So once you, let's say, if your ad got rejected and you want to apply for just want to someone to look out the ad and approve that ad, there will be not enough people to do so. So I would definitely recommend to stick to your high performing ads and to try not to edit them as much. Or if you're creating new ads, make sure that you're 100% satisfied with the copy and with the imagery, and you activate that ad. So yeah,
And just
definitely stick.
yeah, and Daria, just for those that maybe aren't as experienced with running ads and maybe don't really know how to determine a high performing ad. I know that we can do a whole podcast on that topic, but maybe just a couple little best practices or tips and tricks for like what they should be looking at, like what metrics maybe they should be looking at to be able to say, okay, this is my high performing ad.
Normally, it's the ad objective. So if it's a cost, if it's a purchase ad, what is your best cost per purchase? If it's traffic ad, what's your best cost per click, cost per landing page view? So just to look out at the best metrics. Also, A/B testing is great. So see which ad performed in your test better. Um, Take a look at your impressions, take a look at your frequency, and definitely take a look at the end result. So whatever your objective of the ad is, to see which one performed the best.
Excellent. And when you're driving directly to Amazon and Walmart Marketplace to actually drive that purchase, you've brought the person down that funnel and you're ready to get them to hopefully make a purchase. What metric are you looking at the most at that point to understand the effectiveness?
Well, normally we drive traffic to landing pages and then we drive traffic to Amazon. But if we're using Amazon brand store links, we can see the lift in impressions over there. If we're using landing page, we will be offering there a coupon. And we covered that in one of our podcasts. So if we're driving traffic to a landing page, we will be able to track people from Facebook up to that landing page. And if let's say we're offering a 10% off coupon on that landing page, if a customer redeemed the coupon, that will be our ultimate metrics.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yep, so definitely try not to experiment too much with your Facebook or Instagram ads, stick to your best performing ads. And also, since a lot of people are staying now indoors, this is your time to actually improve your ads and to connect with your customers. So tone of voice, I think, is one of the most important this is something that matters a lot. So be friendly with your customers. Second is remarketing and retargeting. So 75% of customers are actually abandoning their checkout. So your remarketing strategy is very important. Your follow-up emails after customer abandoned the checkout, if you're using, let's say, Shopify, to make sure that you follow up and you offer them another discount. Yeah, for Amazon, I think there is no way we can track abandoned checkouts, but I think we can definitely also step up our game with email marketing. So if you using Facebook to drive traffic to landing pages to collect emails of your Amazon customers, you can include it in your newsletter campaigns, and you can also connect with your Amazon customers and send them different deals and updates about your product. So remarketing is very important.
Excellent.
And then finding new leads and building your email marketing list with the new lead ads. So, there is a great Facebook ad campaign type that is called lead generation campaigns. So right now, since a lot of people are staying indoors, there is the click-through rates and open rates of the email campaigns went up. So they're more likely to open that email that they never opened before. And also the days, the most popular days of opening emails are shifting as well, because again, people are staying more indoors. So definitely create those Facebook lead generation ads where you can collect emails for your email newsletters, and where you can use it for retargeting and for retargeting and remarketing. And then again, focus on remarketing campaigns and build brand awareness with your online audience. So for remarketing campaigns, I would definitely recommend, again, building the email lists. Also, you can use whoever is following you on Instagram, let's say, or whoever is following you on your Facebook. You can also retarget those people, and you can send them messages. Make sure you take care of your new audience. If you have new Facebook followers or new Instagram followers, you can also include them in your remarketing campaigns.
Awesome. And as far as like testing new ad creative and ad audiences go, I know at the beginning we were talking about how, you know, with COVID, we have to find new opportunities to build more like personalized relationships with audiences. What's an example or two of maybe some creative or copy that would go into an ad that is a good example of how this can be accomplished?
A lot of brands are actually being very creative, saying like, "Oh, we got you covered," right? Because
Yeah.
let's say someone cannot travel anywhere, so a lot of travel brands, they're offering virtual traveling. So you can be very creative with that, and you can be caring to your customer and say, "Hey, we got you covered. Since you cannot travel, but you can still travel virtually, here is our offer to you." So being very personal, being very caring, it's very important right now, because customer loyalty is decreasing. So brands have to make sure that they're increasing that brand and customer loyalty.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And I think it's, you know, it's a no-brainer that it's, you know, sensitive time. So having, you know, sensitivity when you're advertising and marketing in general is really important right now. And then, you know, as far as like you were talking about trying out Facebook and Instagram Live, and talking about virtual events, that's a really great way to get more personalized. And you know, who knows, you might run one of those virtual events, and all of a sudden it takes off more than any other event has ever taken off, right? So you might find some new opportunities during these hard times where you know, you're actually coming out stronger than you were before. So really good time, I think, to be innovative, and really think about, you know, what would your audience like to see, and run ads behind that, get them signed up for the event. You know, when they join, you know, make it fun, educational, informative, however you want to go about it, whatever fits with your brand. And then, you know, from there, you can scale out your ads based on the people that decided to join in on those virtual events.
Yep, 100%. Instagram Live and Facebook Live are very important right now. This is your way and chance to connect to your audience, as Nick said, especially if you can have another brands or influencers to collaborate with you. You can increase your audience by adding someone to your Instagram or Facebook Live. So it is very important. And again, it doesn't have to be something major. You can even do daily lives on very short ones, as Nick said, very short and sweet and educational on different topics, and just to keep your fans and your followers up to date on what's happening with your brand. We see we see spike in sales with those brands who are actually using more personable approach rather than those that are not connecting to their fans. So this is actually the best time to connect to your followers and to turn them into your super fans. And same for Amazon. If you're doing any Facebook to Amazon advertising during your lives, you can talk about your Amazon specials. If you have any coupons, what can they get during subscribe and save. So talking out the small details that we think they're obvious to us as the brand advertisers, I think it's great to remind your customers that they can, for example, save 10% if they subscribe and save on Amazon. That's one of the little things that it can help to boost your sales.
Yeah, great call out there. You know, recurring deliveries and just, you know, deliveries in general are more important than ever right now. You know, with people still not feeling very comfortable going out and about as much as before. So any way to kind of promote that that opt-in on a monthly or weekly or bi-weekly subscription, whether it's on your own website, Walmart, Amazon. Definitely keep that in mind, and speak to those concerns that people have through your ads, and it's all about providing a solution to a problem, right? So it's pretty clear what the problems are right now, and there are solutions. So if your brand fits those solutions, and it can be supported through the subscription program on Amazon, for example, then definitely call that out.
Yeah. Yep. So those are the 6 strategies. The first one is to stay consistent and extend to your high-performing ads. Second one is to build brand awareness and to be open with your online audience. Third one will be to find new leads through Facebook lead generation campaigns. Fourth, to focus on remarketing campaigns to make sure that you're following up on that abandoned checkout. Fifth will be to test new ad creatives and audiences, but not to go too crazy because there is a lot of changes on Facebook. And then 6 will be to try Facebook and Instagram Live as your way to connect to your audience.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Dariya. Really, really good information there. And, if you all have not seen our past podcasts, we've done several together actually. And we have one more introductory on Facebook advertising to Amazon and Walmart, more general, I would say, where of course this one was more specific to kind of the challenges and how you can offset them during the pandemic. But yeah, be sure to check out that podcast for even more information. And as always, thanks for joining us, and please do subscribe to our channel, wherever you're watching or listening right now, so that you can be updated. We have new episodes coming out every Tuesday, always looking for fun topics. So feel free to, write your questions below in the comments. If there's a topic idea that you want to hear in a future podcast, leave a comment with that as well. Follow us on Instagram at vendo.commerce, Facebook at vendocommerce.com, TikTok, Pinterest as well. Thanks, Dariya, and thank you everyone for joining in today. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.